Hi, welcome to our channel. I'm Lisa.
And I'm Dwayne.
And we have started slow traveling. We're spending 28 days in each location. We gave ourselves a budget of $4,000 for those 28 days. And this is our budget video for our second location of Puerto Vallarta. And we got that number $4,000 because we're renting out our Phoenix house for $2,500. The other $1,500 comes because we sold everything we own.
Everything. Sold it all.
Yeah, it gives us about a year that we can last as long as we stay on track. So
Gotta keep that budget tight.
definitely, and this is our second month. Our first month we were in Tulum.
We were in Tulum in our first month. Second month was in Puerto Vallarta, just about 30 minutes south of Puerto Vallarta. Very, very beautiful, wonderful. So, but we are not in Puerto Vallarta right now.
We came to visit our kids because we miss them and our dog.
Don't tell the kids.
We love the dog. And it would just thought it'd be a great point to stop and share our budget. And our next location that we leave for tomorrow is Paris. So we are really excited. It's going to be hard to stay on budget.
And not gain weight because of all the wine, bread, cheese. So, but we're going to work on it. We're going to try.
If you want to see if we make it for Paris and 4,000, please subscribe.
Hit that like and subscribe.
But for our budget, how we're doing this, we have $4,000 a month, and that does include our airfare because that's all we have. And we consider the next 28 days the moment we're on the plane. So starting now. And looking back on Tulum, we did not do well. We were a little bit over.
We were 400 over, right?
Yes.
400 and change, but we're going to squeeze this one.
Definitely. So let's look at our first criteria, airlines.
So for airlines, what we do is we booked a flight out of Cancun to Puerto Vallarta in Mexico. We took Volaris. Definitely a discount airline. It was nice. It was affordable. That's what we're looking for. Nothing to write home about. The total cost for the both of us with fees and tax was $118.02. Not bad, but the kicker is we paid more in fees and taxes than we did for the actual ticket.
Yeah, it was nice. I would fly it again and I would do it. It was just on and off the plane pretty quick. Our second criteria, and this one we spent a lot on in Tulum, is transportation once we get there, how we got around. And we took three main modes of transportation, which were taxis, buses, and the shuttle.
Which is a lot less expensive in Puerto Vallarta than it was when we were in Tulum.
Well, in Tulum we spent a lot on scooters and bikes, and that added up. So when we arrived, we took a taxi, and when we arrived, we took an Uber, and we learned that if you leave the airport just by crossing the bridge
Pedestrian walkover
and landing right on the other side, there's like a bus stop, Uber stop where everyone goes. It's a lot less because you avoid some extra airport tourist fees.
The federal taxis are a lot more expensive than just the normal everyday taxis that are available, or the Ubers.
Right, and we took that taxi straight to Walmart to get our first round of groceries, and it was $10.87 including tips, so not bad at all. We did all of our shopping, we bought a ton of food, a ton of water, and we caught a taxi from Walmart out to our condo, and our condo was a little south, and that one was 1957, so I have to put my glasses on, 1957 including the tip, so it was kind of a ways out. But that got us there. And then once we were there, we really enjoyed riding the buses. It was fun.
Check out this picture.
Yeah, you step out and there was a bus stop out there. You just wave that you want on the bus. It was, keep me honest, Wayne, It was 50 cents per person per trip. So when we would get on the bus, it would cost us $1 to go to Romantica, Old Town, the beach, the Malecon. And we did the buses 4 round trips. So we spent $8 on buses.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, and it was fun. It was adventurous. And then the condo that we stayed at had a shuttle, and it had certain days and certain times that it ran. But we used that, and we took a couple trips to the grocery store on it. We used it to get back to the airport. It was very convenient. When we would go to the grocery store, he would stay and wait for us while we shopped. He gave us like an hour. We came out.
Take us to multiple grocery stores.
Yeah, if you wanted to go to multiple grocery stores, or if you wanted to go down to like the Romantica area, it was free, but we decided just to be kind and nice, and we did some tipping. That was $25 total. So for all of the extra transportation, $59.44, and we spent like 300 and something in Tulum, so we did much better.
Much better. So squeezing the budget already.
Yeah.
Next one is accommodations. And so we spent 28 days in a beautiful condo at Blue Horizon Residences. Highly recommend.
Oh, it's
It
really
cost
nice.
us about $2,600, and the only reason it cost us that is we used our Wyndham Vacasa hack. You can see that video, but with the hack we purchased points. That's what we got for $2,600, and so it was 420,000 points for the entire time. But it would have cost us over $3,200 to be able to do that. So we saved quite a bit on that. We do have the annual fee on the card, but we use the card for that, and that total cost $2,600 right there.
The annual fee for the credit card we put in our static cost, so we kind of break it down and it's not as bad. So
Over all the months.
yes. All right, our next category that we always spend a lot on, no matter where we are, is groceries. We have to eat. We like to grocery shop. We do the keto lifestyle. And even before we started traveling, we have kind of a 2-week meal plan that we use, and we kind of eat the same things over and over. And the first round we started at Walmart, and then we did 3 trips to, it's called La Comier, it's where the shuttle took us. Really nice grocery store, pretty affordable, I feel like, less than Tulum, less than Phoenix,
Yes.
so that was nice. Our average weekly cost for groceries was $142.10, and that included a lot of water. And we drink regular water and sparkling water. So our total for groceries came to $568.40. So
Next category, dining out. So we didn't do a lot of expensive meals. We just don't. So we loved the rotisserie chickens, the slow roasted chickens that
It's
are
keto
available.
friendly.
And it is extremely keto friendly. So we called it street chicken. So we've got one. It was a little more expensive for about $12 US, but we both shared it for like the entire day. So we had 2 meals, 2.5 meals and snack on it. So and then the next one we lovingly called the shuttle chicken. So because we took the shuttle with our gentleman there from the condos,
the local driver who knew all the
he
local
knew where to
spots.
stop.
Yeah.
He knew when to stop, what time everything was going to be ready, and who gave the best deals. So we stopped 3 times for shuttle chicken, and we kindly bought one of his too. So it was nice. So it made it a little more expensive, which put it right about $24 for the 3 times.
Yeah.
But for 4 chickens, because that's what it was not a bad deal. We did receive a lot of great recommendations, and one of those we went down to a beach club while we were down in
Was it Romantica?
It was Romantica
Yeah,
Zone. It's
yeah.
down, and so you got to be able to, for the meal, we did a meal and drinks, which is a little bit of splurge, 1 beer each, and then you got the day beach, so you got to stay there and enjoy. So we were right there on the beach. We had the umbrella. We had chairs with cushions.
They brought us nice towels because we
Nice
didn't have
towels
beach
that were there.
towels.
So it was really nice. The only thing that wasn't as nice is that the vendors. There were so many vendors that just kept coming by, trying to sell
We love
everything.
the vendors when they come to us on the Mexico beach, but this was heavy vendors.
Yes.
Like
Well, and it wasn't just like out on the beach where we were there. We were actually into the beach club's area, and it felt a little invasive. But
it was hard to take a nap.
yes. So that total was $90.36. So not too bad for eating out.
Yeah. All right, the next category that we know can get us when we're on vacation, and so we were being very careful, is entertainment. And we have actually been to Puerto Vallarta before, like we've visited like on a weekly vacation basis. So we actually didn't spend any money on vacation or on entertainment. We went to the public beaches and we enjoyed looking around. We looked at the shops around there. We enjoyed going and just walking around the town and around Romantica Zone, walking on the boardwalk. But we didn't buy anything or go snorkeling. We were just really careful. We spent so much time on our balcony, like watching the whales and the wildlife.
ocean.
It was gorgeous.
Wonderful.
And then a lot of times we went up to the rooftop beach and there was other travelers there. It was nice to visit with them, and we would watch the boats and again watch for more whales. It was just, we had like relaxing entertainment.
It really was. It was calm and nice.
It was peaceful, so we did nothing on entertainment. In hindsight, the one thing I haven't done there that I wish we did is I wish we had rented those kayaks.
Yes, and gone out to see the whales.
Yeah, maybe gotten a little bit closer to them, and then it would have been like exercise too, so it kind of could have been a both thing. That's the only
That would have
thing
been a bonus.
Yeah, that would have been our bonus. So we did good. That put our total at what? Drum roll.
Oh, we got static costs.
Oh wait, I forgot
She's
static costs.
trying to cut the budget even more so than we should be. So we've got static costs, which is our credit card fees, VPN, the subscriptions we're still paying for a family cell phone plan back in the States. So
We pay for our kids' cell phones still.
we still love them. So 325 was that. So now, want to do the drum roll?
Our total for Puerto Vallarta for 28 days was $3,765.22. So
We made it! Woo! So if you like what you've heard and seen and you want to get more information that we have, we'd love for you to give us a like, give us a subscribe, join us on our adventures.
We're going to Paris next.
Paris is next.
Where?
Ibiza,
Spain, and then we're going
and then
over
we come back to Valencia, Spain.
So we've got like 90 days in the Schengen.
Schengen, and then we've got to get out. So give us a like, give us a subscribe, follow us on our journeys.
Thank you.